right, it is April 9th, 2025. First bass fishing trip of the year. Great conditions today. It's supposed to get up to about 63 and hardly any wind. I mean, you can tell that the pond is almost like glass, which is both good and bad. I'll have to sneak around just a little bit more. The chop on the surface kind of hides not only my movements a little bit, but it also kind of quiets things down for me. I'm going to put anchor down right here. Get things started out. Got an osprey. Oh no, wait, that's not an osprey. That is a blue heron. It's coming right at me. It's a little deeper here than I thought it was. Okay, so I brought two rods with me today. They're both G.Loomis 6-foot bass rods. They're GL2s, which are discontinued. They haven't made these rods for quite a while. I like using a 6-foot rod for bass fishing out of a pontoon. I'm just very accurate with it. So I'll have this one set up with the Senko. I might even put a Ned rig on it in a little while. And then my other rod, show you that. I'm gonna wrap this up so it doesn't fall out in the drink. It's pretty deep right here. And this one is the casting version. This has an old Curado. This is a 51E. It's an old reel. I'm guessing it's probably about 15 years old. But I'm going to be fishing a chigger craw Texas rig with that. And this is a sliding tungsten weight. I believe that is a 1/4 ounce. I've got 12-pound Seeger STS fluorocarbon as my leader material. And again, chigger craw, that's a 4-inch Crazy Legs chigger craw in green pumpkin black flake. See how that's a little bit. Tighten that up just a little bit. All right. So kind of situate here. And first cast is 2025. Let's see if we can get one on the first cast. Let that fall. I'm just letting that fall on a controlled slack line. And I kind of bounce it a little bit, reel down, and again let that fall again on a controlled slack line. I'm using 30-pound just regular Power Pro on this reel. And I've got 15-pound Power Pro Super Slick on my spinning reel. Before I move, I might try a Senko with my other rod. Let's do that. Okay, let me find a purple Senko. It's my favorite color in this particular lake. Please tell me about purple. There they are. Purple emerald flake, 5-inch. I've got this rigged up with a 4/0 Gamakatsu extra wide gap hook. And I'm gonna do weedless Texas rigged. So what I do, take the end of that bait and just put it up in there probably about 1/2 inch. Pull it to the side abruptly and slide it up to this piece of the hook right here, this little bent piece, and that allows that to hang straight. Now I'm just gonna lay that hook next to the bait, kind of see where it goes through. Pinch that, and you want that to go straight through the bait. Just like that. And to make it weedless, you just slightly pull on the rubber and that buries the tip of that hook. So that's why you got to set that hook if you get a bite. All right, purple Senko. Let's give this a shot. Oh. I'm gonna fish out a bad cast. I don't know what happened right there. But just in case the bass saw the disruption on top of the water, I'm just gonna leave it in there. I've been fishing 9.5 foot steelhead rods, so a 6 foot rod is quite a different thing for me to transition to. I was literally steelhead fishing a week ago. There we go. So let that fall on a controlled slack line, just so that you can watch that line. And then I let it fall to where I think it's on the bottom, and then I just pop it about 2 or 3 times. So it brings it up in that water column, and then it allows it to start going back down to the bottom. And usually they hit it on the fall. On a boat right next to it. All right, let's move. Actually, put this up here. It has a little bit more resistance. All right, let's give this spot a chance. All right, let's find my favorite color. This one's still in pretty good shape, so I'll hang on to this. But yeah, this is the one. Cinnamon purple 4-inch Crazy Lake Chigger Craw by Berkeley. These things have caught me a lot of bass. Lots of bass. Got a 3/0 Gamakatsu extra wide gap hook on here. So just like the Senko, I'm gonna take and I'm gonna put the hook tip about a 1/2 inch into the back portion of that, abruptly pull it through, slide it around up here to that bend, lay it next to the hook, figure out about where that goes through. It looks like about right here, and you want to push that straight through. Skin hook it. Now here, you want to pull the claws away from the crazy legs. I leave the crazy legs stuck together just because they break off super easy. There you have it. Cinnamon purple flake. This is my confidence lure. Oh, there we go. Finally. A big one. Ooh, under the boat. Let's see. This little guy. Okay, brother. You really chomped that one down. Let me try to get the bait out of his mouth first. Brother, I'm trying, man. Oh, there we go. Well, shoot, brother. Took some surgery. Sorry, my man. Come on, you got it. There he goes. All right, so I got the little guy revived. That was starting to stress me out. He got a little bit deep and was bleeding just a little bit, but I didn't feel like he was bleeding enough to just kill him. So I just had to kind of help him out a little bit, and finally he swam off. But I put a new hook on. I put a 4-aught. I'm pretty sure that's what I had on there, but I just want to make sure that they're not swallowing this down. That thing was just really aggressive. That's fishing though. You just got to take that risk. Even the smallest of hook or can end up injuring or killing a fish if it gets it down in the gills. He didn't really have it in the gills, he had it more in his throat. But the good news is he swam off. Little guy swam off. Big bass. I found a dinker. All right. Got my sweatshirt off. Back in business. It's getting a little bit toasty, and it's acting as the perfect lumbar support right now. So I'm trying a new sun shirt today. This is just a cheapy Amazon. I think I paid 15 bucks for it. The brand is called Roadbox. But I will tell you that I have paid like $60 for these Sim Solarflex shirts. And for one, the sleeves are too short. I do have kind of longer arms, so I normally wear like a size large, which is what this shirt is. But on a sun shirt, the sleeves should go down to your wrists. In fact, let's try out this hood. Oh, that's cool. It's actually pretty loose. I want it to be just a little bit baggy, especially if it's hot. I still have a few tricks up my sleeve. You gotta have an ace in the hole, as George Strait says. And I've always got an ace in the hole. You've got to have an ace in the hole. A little secret that nobody knows. Ooh, bite, bite, bite. Oh, that's a good one, I think. See what I got here. Oh, man. Oh, that is a good one. That is a good bass. Oh, that's a lot better bass. A lot better bass. I was starting to think I was a bass loser. Look at that. That's a good one. Look at that. Nice. Let's see, should I weigh it? Let's weigh it. I say it's 2.5 pounds. What do you guys think? Hey, settle down, settle down. I'm just gonna weigh it with the net. Okay, come on, come on. 3.5 with the net. So I don't know how much this net weighs. I'm gonna have to figure that out next. All right, let's say goodbye. Let's say goodbye. Let's say goodbye. Hey, settle down, settle down. Let you go. There you go, there you go. Oh, she got me. She got me. 3.5, huh? Okay, so let's see how much just the net weighs. So 3.5. What did I say? 2.5 pounds? 13 ounces. So I was right on. Well, she's a little over 2.5 pounds. So 13 ounces on the net. She was 3.5. So let's see. 13 minus 5 is 8. So she was 2 pounds, 8 ounces. So yeah, I was right on the money. Right on the money. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Oh, I'm glad I changed. She splashed me good. So she liked the green pumpkin Senko. Yamamoto Senko. 5-inch. Got it right in the lip. Let's check my line here. Yeah, it feels good. Feels good. Okay. That was funny. I was like, oh, bite, bite, bite. And then I lifted up, I could feel the weight, and so got her. Ooh, bite, bite, bite. Oh, that's a good one, I think. Let's see what I got here. Oh, man. Oh, that is a good one. That is a good bass. Oh, that's a lot better bass. A lot better bass. I was starting to think I was a bass loser. Look at that. That's a good one. That's awesome. I was just fan casting. I started almost straight towards that fence and just started working across. And it ended up working. I think I'm going to call it a day. I've been out here for about 5 hours and I've had 2 fish. So that's pretty slow. The water's a little bit higher in here than normal. It's been a little bit, I mean, it's a little better now, but it was super calm when I got here. Now it has some chop to it. But I think I'm going to take a few more casts and get out of here. I'd love to get one more fish and make it 3, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm just lucky I found 2. So anyway, thanks for putting up with me and my poor bass fishing skills. So we'll see you on the next one.